The final award to be given today is the Common Good Award, which recognizes Bowdoin alumni who personified the idea of the common good set forth by Bowdoin's first president, Joseph McKean, and is presented to individuals who have demonstrated extraordinary, profound, and sustained commitment to the common good in the interest and for the benefit of society, with conspicuous disregard for personal gains and wealth and status. The 2013 recipient of the Common Good Award is Shelley Herman of the class of 1983. Shelley, come on up as I read you. Shelley Herman of the class of 1983 and champion of public health and the public interest. Over the course of a distinguished career that shows no signs of having reached its apogee, you have served, continue to serve, the common good across the board spectrum of concerns. At Bowdoin, you were president of Delta Sigma fraternity, co-captain of the lacrosse team, a member of the basketball team, a double major in chemistry and environmental studies, graduating with honors. During your undergraduate years, you exhibited the qualities of leadership, courage, and intellectual rigor that came to be your hallmark. Following your graduation from Bowdoin, you earned a Master of Arts degree in public health, and then a doctorate in environmental health sciences from Columbia University. With each step in your remarkable career, you have expanded your efforts to serve the common good. At Pew Charitable Trust, you have led the Pew Environmental Health Commission and built the Pew Health Group's advocacy program from the staff of 4 to a staff of 8. As a visiting professor at Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, chair of the American Public Health Association's Executive Board, and vice president of the Council on Education for Public Health, you have helped to shape the future of the public health field. In your testimony before Congress, you have drawn on scientific data and a clear understanding of the consequences of action or inaction to bring into sharp focus issues such as pandemic flu preparedness, the use and misuse of antibiotics in food supply, safety in food production and the manufacture of pharmaceuticals, health tracking, obesity, national school meal standards, and safe and fair credit card practices. Your effectiveness may be measured in the passage of landmark legislation such as the Credit Card Accountability, Responsibility, and Disclosure Act of 2009, the Food Safety Modernization Act of 2010, and the Food and Drug Administration Safety and Innovation Act of 2012. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Bowdoin College, it gives me enormous pleasure and pride to present to you the 2013 Common Good Award in this, your 30th reunion.
I feel like for the sake of the common good, I should be brief. I truly am humbled by this honor, and I feel like one of the luckiest people out there to be able to live a life of passion in the work that I do. And I came to Bowdoin on a mission. It's 1979. Love Canal had just erupted. 3 Mile Island, the core had just melted down. My home state of New Jersey lived strong. It was known at that time as the capital of hazardous waste sites, and many, far too many, unexplained disease clusters. I was on a mission because, for me, the environment was trying to understand what pollution was doing to our health. And that's why I came to Bowdoin, to get trained as a scientist that hopefully could help me understand those links. More importantly, try to find what the fixes were out there that could work. I wanted to find ways to prevent people from getting sick. I wanted to find the cause of those diseases, not just the cures. What I'm remarkably grateful to this college is that it did not kill that passion. In fact, it kindled that passion. The support here was extraordinary, despite far too many times blowing up things in the chemistry lab. And I think Sam Butcher would attest to that quite a bit. I was encouraged to stick with it and see through that work. We learned that on many of our fields, both lacrosse fields with Sally LaPointe, but also in basketball where we were undersized. We were the midgets in our league. But through heart and hard work, we learned that you really could win. Underdogs could win. And Dick Nocero, if you're out there, thank you. I don't tell people that I was the president of my fraternity. It's very hard to explain outside of the voting. But I do think those fraternities were part of the common good. They were family for us. In my fraternity, Delta Sigma, we celebrated difference. You were encouraged to be a risk taker. It was a place that broke from national so that it could accept African American members. It was very early on in accepting women. When they sold the house, the money was put to develop a scholarship program and awards for encouraging arts here at Bowdoin. I think President McKean would have been very proud of that as common good. That would have been a hell of a lot of beer money. So, feeling this, I do feel like I'm a common good champion and I should start quaking and doing things, but maybe it's the sports training, maybe it's the reality of being here at Bowdoin. This is a team award. It truly is something that I think was nurtured in all of us here at the school. We were fostered with a sense of care, commitment, compassion, courage, and confidence that we could go out there and make a difference. And that's something I'm particularly grateful for this institution. So for me, being part of many campaigns that were part of reducing pollution, creating a safer food supply, and even trying to make financial lending practices a little less toxic so that everyone in this country had an equal opportunity on having a healthy and well life. That's what it was all about. Like many of you out there, and I think it was mentioned here a few times, I'm extraordinarily gratified. I did pass English. I have gratitude to my parents for helping. I don't know how they did it, but they paid for this education. And it made a difference. My mother's here. She's worried I'm going to cry. But I do want to thank her for all the love and support. She came to a lot of basketball games, bless her. And I wish I'd been able to say that right now to my father. But he passed away unexpectedly last month. Yeah. He had a hell of a fight for 5 weeks with unexpected pancreatic cancer. Patrick, I don't know if I told you, I hate cancer. I hate cancer. And it's a reminder, I've got a lot more work to do. You do too. We all do. But I actually consider this a little bit of inspiration to keep going at that fight. And my next stage is a commitment to training the next generation of scientists to be part of that battle. And I truly believe we can win that battle. And as Bo, thank you for the faith.